Are you contemplating whether or not to grab a quarterback in the first round of your fantasy football drafts? Well, look, I'm here to kind of help you out just a little bit. Number one, you should never be grabbing a quarterback in the first round of your fantasy draft, no matter what type of league you're in, unless it's a super flex league, right? But in most leagues, it's not a super flex league. You want to grab either a running back, a top tier running back, or a top tier wide receiver in that position. Now, if you're in a super flex league, right, where you have to start 2 quarterbacks each and every week, of course, you want to grab that quarterback position. But like I said earlier, in most leagues, this isn't the case where you're not playing in a super flex league. So you don't want to get that. You can always get your quarterbacks later on down the line. Since you don't need to start 2, you can find a nice starting caliber quarterback later on, especially if you're in a redraft league, grabbing somebody like, Kirk Cousins or somebody that's a little bit older in the shoe later on down the line can help you out tremendously as you stack up your skill positions. Me personally, I like to grab that top tier wide receiver first, follow up with round 2 as a running back, round 3 as a running back, and then you're going into round 4 with your starting running backs and a good top tier wide receiver on your list, and then you kind of fill out your roster as you go. The bad part is if you're grabbing either a tight end or a quarterback in the first round, you're setting your team back just a little bit. Yes, while quarterbacks do score the most points in fantasy football, there's something where, from the top tier of the quarterbacks to the middle tier of the quarterbacks, it's not tremendous enough to where you're going to fall off too bad, if it makes any sense to you. If you're grabbing your top tier week in and week out running backs and wide receivers, who some leagues and wide receivers, you start in either 2 or 3 wide receivers, maybe even 4 wide receivers if you have flex positions, you need to be able to fill out that roster with quality players. If you're grabbing a quarterback early on in your drafts, you're not going to be able to have that top tier type skill players when you can easily get a quarterback that may not be top flight, but get somebody that's quite decent in football. Even if you wait till round 4 or round 5 to grab your quarterback, you're still going to be able to get a top tier type quarterback if you wait till just a little bit part of the draft. Either way it goes, you don't want to be drafting a quarterback in the first round in any league other than a super flex league. Other than that, your redraft leagues and all that, don't worry about your keeper leagues. Don't worry about quarterbacks in the first round. But guys, hit a like button if it definitely helps you out, and leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about drafting quarterbacks in the first round? Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button for me as we're pumping out videos each and every week. I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.